anyways, hopefully this video will be better quality than the last by a lot, because I am using a different camera. Last time I was using my MacBook camera, but right now I'm using a different camera. And I mean, the mic is back. I feel like the mic is gonna be a long-term thing. By the way, I keep on like, but I feel like the mic is gonna be a long-term thing. I don't know about the who is this, Mills, who else? I don't know about that. It's not really natural to me. I will say, you know, hello, welcome, or welcome back to my channel. It's Mills, because who else would it be? Because that sounds more natural. And who else would I be? Because there's no other guests on my channel. Besides the 2 explosive pimples on my face, there's no other guests at this moment currently standing on my channel. Someone suggested I do a story time, and like at first I was really brainstorming, because by the way, if you see me like looking over, I don't know where to look. I don't know if I should look at myself or I should look directly at the lens. I'm just gonna look at myself, but either way, it's not the point. The point is that, you know, I was really like thinking, what can I do? We irritated. I was sorry, my ring light is like not on my side today. I don't know if I should get closer. I feel like I should. Okay, anyways, I'm like, I don't want to be like in your business, you know, but I want you to see me good. Okay, also I feel like my face is like contrasting real bad. Also, I didn't do my makeup, so I don't know if it's probably because of that. But let me keep a safe distance from the camera and a safe distance from the ring light. But either way, I was thinking of material for story times, and I was like, I really don't have material for story times. But then all the embarrassing things came flooding to me, and unfortunately I have a lot of stories that I will not be sharing, and they're pretty recent too. So like literally, if anybody that I know watches my channel or watches this video, they're gonna know who I'm talking about. So, yeah. I also have my MacBook for my story time. Yeah, you see that whole paragraph? That's the story time I'm going to be telling you today. Sorry if you see my double chin. But yeah, my story today is going to be how I almost got ran over. Yeah. So this was kind of recent. I don't know how to start the story, but I was with my friend, and you know, I take buses sometimes. So I was with my friend, and we were kind of late. So when we got to the bus stop, the bus we usually take already passed. So we checked, and the next bus was coming in 40 minutes. That's 40 minutes too long. Like our stop, the stop we needed to get to was like 4 to 5 stops away, and trust me, where I live, that's not really that far. Plus I needed to be home soon, so I wasn't gonna wait that much time. So I told my friend, you know, hey, we should just go walking, right? I feel like this kind of, I don't know if I should have the microphone. I'm just gonna have it here. I feel kind of uncomfortable, can you tell? Anyways, so I told my friend, you know what, let's go walking, because I'm not going to be waiting 40 minutes for a bus. Who do you think I am? So I was walking with her, and we came across this intersection, and we already passed 2 stops by this point, but we came across this intersection, and this guy who was friends with the guy I thought was cute. By the way, this wasn't like a thing where I was like, oh my god, I want to like marry him, I want to date him, blah, blah, blah. He was in my class. I just thought he was cute. You know, it wasn't really anything else. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna sell my soul to be with him. No, It wasn't anything like that. And so, you know, I saw his friend and I was like, you know, like, who cares, what gives? But then we came across this intersection and then I see the guy, and he's alone, by the way. But then we see this girl like running behind him, like they had to cross the street and he already crossed the street, and then this girl was just like running behind him. And then they get really close and they like hug, and then like the girl is like pointing to the friend. She's like, oh my god, like say hi to him. And then the friend, like, he didn't want to say hi, but then he said hi to his friend anyway. And then they continued they went like this way, right? And I know what direction that way goes. Usually people take that way to avoid a steep slope, but me and my friends were going directly to the steep slope. But anyways, they went like the softer slope, but me and my friend were just going for the straight slope because we really didn't care that much. And also I was like, you know what, if anyone ever finds out that I thought he was cute, I don't want to be seen going the same way as him while he's with a girl who could be his girlfriend. So I was like, you know what, like, I'm not gonna do that. So I just told my friend, let's just go the straight slope, you know, the steeper slope. And so that's what we did. And then I was like, you know what, I'm probably gonna see him later on, but I was like, you know what, let's just wait and see what happens. I didn't give him much thought. So we just kept on walking. And then we got to a stop sign. Not really a stop sign. So we went to the steep slope, and then we just walk, and then walk. It's a lot of walking involved, I'm telling you. And then like we had to, like, a little turn, you know, like when the roads go like shoo, I don't know how to display it, but like they go like a loop, like an L shape. Yeah, like this, like they go like shoo. So we were standing right here. I'm gonna put a photo if I find one. But we were standing right there, and then I see him again with this girl, who later was confirmed was his girlfriend. But yeah, he was standing with this girl. And I told my friend, oh my god, like, that's him. Because I already told her when I first saw him. And then again, I just like reiterated that. So I just told her again. And then she was like, oh, okay. And then there was a lot of people cross. I just wanted to get home as fast as possible, and getting home as fast as possible meant getting to my stop as fast as possible. So I told my friend, you know, a lot of people are crossing, let's cross. She was telling me, like, let's not cross, let's wait until it gets white, you know, like for the person little walking in the sign. And I was like, everybody's walking, let's walk. We're gonna get to our stops faster. Plus her bus was literally right there, so either she walked and she got on her bus, or she didn't walk and she didn't get on her bus. And if she didn't get on her bus, what was the whole point of walking through that steep slope and sweating, because it was very hot, and just sweating? There would be no point. So I was just going back and forth with her. And then by this time, everybody was already halfway, like, to the other end. And so I was like, you know what, just go behind me. In my mind, she's behind me. So I'm walking. All of a sudden, the light is red. The light is red. This was not a simple intersection with like a couple of roads. This was two lanes going this way, and then 2 lanes going that way. And then next to it was another intersection with 2 lanes, right? 1 lane going this way and the other lane going that way. So imagine this, around 8 lanes. I'm halfway crossing. Everybody that was crossing when I told my friend let's cross already made it to the end, but I'm the only one that's left there. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's not that bad, my friend's next to me. No, she wasn't. The coward was all the way at the stop. She just stood there. She was just watching me. And it was 4 lanes, right? 4 lanes to the path I'm crossing. I'm gonna give you a little diagram. So 4 lanes to where I'm crossing. And then I get stuck in the middle of the 4 lanes. So I'm in between 2 lanes going forward, 2 lanes going backwards. I'm right in the middle. And I'm like, okay, you know, breathe. Your friend isn't here with you, but breathe. It's gonna be okay. It was not okay. Turns out it was not okay. Why? because all of a sudden I hear an ambulance. The ambulance siren going, wee, 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 wee. And I'm like, oh my god, this is a bad situation to be in, like, obviously. And so I'm just standing there, and then the ambulance gets to me, and I don't know what to do. By the way, this was all in a span of like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I didn't know how to react. And so I'm just standing there, and then the ambulance is looking at me. And like I said earlier, it was hot. Why is it hot? Because it's sunny outside. And even though this was an area with a lot of foot traffic and a lot of buildings, the buildings are not tall. So the sun is just everywhere. And so I'm standing right in the middle of the lanes, and then the ambulance is this way, and it's gonna go like backwards or forward, whatever. In the context, it would be going this way. And so I'm just standing there, and I'm looking at the ambulance, because usually people inside their cars, they either give you the signal to like walk, or they tell you like, you know, let me cross. So I was just looking, but it was really sunny. I couldn't see the people inside the ambulance. I couldn't see if they were making a gesture or anything. And I was like, what do I do? So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, silently, I'm like, I do that to an ambulance. What kind of person does that? What kind of person crosses the street, is in the middle of 4 lanes? And then when an ambulance comes, an ambulance that could possibly save someone, and then I'm just going like this, as if it's nothing. It was a very humbling moment for me, you know, and I didn't know how to deal with it. But in my mind, there was really nothing I could do. I just went like this, and then I don't know how. I don't even, like, looking back at this, I don't know how the lights were working, because the light was red and then it turned, but people were crossing and the light was red, but then it turned white. So I don't know about that. But the light changed, so I could like continue walking like normal. But I was so pissed at this point. I was embarrassed, I was ashamed, I was mad, and I felt guilty. Because what if the people that were going in the ambulance, they were going to help out someone that really needed it. I interfered with helping that person. Like, I feel really guilty about that. To this day, that happened kind of a long time ago, but to this day I still feel guilty. But at the same time, I've thought about it, and I was like, I don't think they were really in that much of a hurry, you know, try to not make myself feel as bad. But at the end of the day, I did it. I can't change it. I already did it. So by this point, I'm big mad. So I cross, I turn around, I see my bitch ass friend crossing, and I'm like, I'm so mad. I'm already in my mind thinking down what I'm gonna say to her, how I'm gonna curse her out. And then I look, and then I see the guy with his girlfriend, and he's just looking at me, like, eyeing me up and down. And I'm like,
bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye.
You like me or what? Like, stop looking at me. Like, obviously, if this was another case, I'd be like, okay, like, keep on looking. But not after this really embarrassing thing happened. Like, that was a really humbling moment for me, and then you just looked me up and down. It was insane. Well, later on, like, I was with my friend, I was waiting for my friend to cross, then she came to me. I told her a couple of words, I told her some things, and then by this time the couple was like right in front of us, and then we were like walking behind them. Tell me why I see this girl, she's like, hold on, let me give you a little like demonstration. She's like this, she's walking, her man's like right here, she's walking, and then she's talking to him, she's like, and then she's like, excuse me, like, I'm right behind you, you could be a little bit more discreet. But nonetheless, it was whatever. I don't know, I think she was jealous because she's not that pretty. I said what I said. I will never put down another girl, but this was not girl code. You just turn around, you're talking about me thinking you're so discreet, you turn around, you look at me, and then you keep on talking. Like, that's crazy. But anyways, her outfit was kind of fire, but it's not the point here. The point is, what I'm getting at, the whole summary of this story time, the whole reason I was motivated to actually tell my story is because at the end of the day, you know, I was really embarrassed. And I was like, how am I going to go to class tomorrow? And how am I going to look at him in the eye? But you really have to think, and you really have to tell yourself, you know what? I can't dwell on the past. I can't think about what things that already happened. They already happened. I don't have a time machine. A time machine hasn't been invented yet. I just have to deal with it. And in this case, you gotta deal with it. You can't be like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. What are you gonna do about something that I did? What I did wasn't illegal. It's not illegal, you know. Did I harm anyone? Maybe, but I don't know 100%. You know, like I can't be like, oh my God, like I hurt someone. And it wasn't even on purpose, you know. And what if I got run over? Yeah, because that was the whole point of Storytime. The title is Storytime on how I almost got ran over. I didn't get ran over, but I almost did. But the theme, I'm helping you for your ELA class in finding the theme. I'm giving you the theme right now. I'm giving you the answers. The theme is you gotta own up to things. You gotta live authentically. Yeah, you made a mistake. Yeah, you regret it. But you're dwelling on it. You've thought about it. You're like, yeah, I own up to what I did. You can't just be like, oh, that wasn't me. You can't just be like, oh, that was so embarrassing. Let me never talk about it again. No, it was embarrassing in the moment, but I'm here telling you what happened because it's not that embarrassing now that I think about it. But still, that's the theme. Be yourself. Own up to whatever you did, whether it's right or wrong. Because at the end of the day, it's nobody's fault but yours. And in this case, it was nobody's fault but mine for jaywalking. But that was really it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed another Males production.